What if Shedeur Sanders just isn't ready to be a starting quarterback in the NFL? Ever since Sanders was drafted in the 5th round of this last spring's NFL draft, his NFL journey has been nothing but controversy. Why did he fall out of the 1st round and into the 5th round? Why did the Browns draft him right after they drafted Dillon Gabriel? Once he was in the building, why wasn't he getting as many opportunities as the other quarterbacks were? And all of this is coming to a head right as the Browns finish up their preseason. In the Browns preseason finale, Joe Flacco, as the now named starter for the Cleveland Browns, had a decent amount of snaps. Dillon Gabriel actually had the most, had a pretty good day, went 12 for 19 for 129 yards and a touchdown. And then we have Shedeur Sanders. He only attempted 6 passes. He only completed 3 of those 6. He had 14 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But then you look at this number right here, he ended up taking 5 sacks on less than 15 dropbacks during the game. The primary excuse for those sacks that you'll see a lot on social media now is that, he was playing with the 3rd and 4th string offensive line. I can tell you right now that this isn't necessarily an offensive line problem. This is a pocket awareness and holding onto the ball problem. On this play, he actually ended up having a pretty decent pocket. All he needs to do is step up into the pocket instead of drifting back and giving the defense an opportunity to rally. The reason you step up into the pocket as opposed to drifting backwards out of the pocket is because those edge rushers on the outside, they're running the hoop. And if you step up into the pocket where that interior offensive line actually did a good job of securing that wall, those edge defenders aren't able to get you at the top of the hoop. And this was something that was on his scouting report in college. On this play, he does the exact same thing. He doesn't have as much of a pocket to step into, but he doesn't help himself by drifting backwards and giving up a 20-yard sack. There are a million reasons people have tried to come up with to justify why Shedeur Sanders wasn't drafted in the 1st round. Why did he fall into the 5th round? Why isn't he the starting quarterback for the Browns? They've tried to make it a race thing. They've tried to make it a Deion Sanders thing. They've tried to make it sound like the Browns front office and coaches are trying to sabotage his NFL career before it even starts. But what if the answer to all of those questions is he just isn't ready to be a starting quarterback in the NFL? Yes, he's playing with backups. Yes, he's playing with guys that ended up being cut this week. Yes, he probably doesn't get the opportunities that he wants to get. But you know what? So does every other 5th round pick in the history of the NFL. So what we need to do as a society is stop treating Shedeur Sanders like a celebrity and start treating him like a 5th round pick that's trying to get a foothold in the NFL.